Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Sophie, and this channel is chronicling my journey of living my best life with multiple chronic health conditions. Today I kind of want to give a life update now that I've done the big medical update, talk about how I've been doing since getting home from Philadelphia, since it didn't go wonderfully. So that's what this video will be about. And to start sort of where I ended last time about sleeping, I have not been sleeping well. I think it's mostly due to the diuretic. As I've said before, the diuretic only works when I am lying down, so I take it before I get in bed, and then that leads me to pee all night long. Recently, by the time I've gotten up for maybe like the third or fourth time of the night, I'm wide awake. And I've been having a hard time getting back to sleep. And after a couple hours of being awake in bed, I just get up. Because it's pointless to be in bed when I could be up and attempting to do something productive. And then I get super sleepy later on because I've only been in bed for maybe 3 or 4 hours. So then I end up sleeping for most of the day, which also doesn't help me to sleep at night. I'm not really sure how to break that cycle because I have to take the diuretic when it works, and that's at night. And I'm not staying in bed long enough for it to completely do its job. My last urine when I get out of bed in the morning is still pretty dilute. It's still pretty clear compared to how like a first morning void normally looks. So I know I'm not in bed long enough for it to completely finish diuresing me, but I just get really bored lying in bed not doing anything. Might need to figure something out there just so I can maybe figure this sleep thing out. Also, just been sort of more on the depressed side since the appointment. Really do feel like that was my last shot, and I don't think I'm going to get any answers or help from it. I'm out of ideas as to what to do now, because obviously I'm still progressing and I'm getting worse, and I don't have any medical plan as to what to do to slow the progression, which has been super frustrating. My mind just completely blanked. There wasn't a lot of activity this past week because, as I said, I'm sleeping for most of the day. I might take 2-3 hour naps, and then, that's a good chunk of the day. I do have some stuff coming up that I will hopefully be able to do. I got some local concerts at a venue that in theory I can walk to. It's maybe a block and a half away, and not really downhill, so walking back shouldn't be that bad. They're smaller bands, but just to have something to get me out of the condo, because I don't leave the condo very often. I also have some trips coming up next month in September one's for concerts. I'm going to the timeshare in the Poconos, and there are 2 concerts up there. And then I will be going back to Gatlinburg at the end of September for another couple weeks to do some things I didn't get to do, some of which I don't know if I'll be able to do because there was like a mudslide that sort of washed out underneath the road, and that might not be fixed. So there's stuff coming up, but I'm definitely still in a more depressed mood than the time of year would explain. So I do think it's because of either the doctor appointment and or the physical therapy evaluation. I don't really know which one is most at fault, if you will. I did email my cardiologist with the physical therapy report, but she was out of the office last week. By the time this goes up, Hopefully she will have responded, so I may or may not have an update from her. I highly doubt it. I am not seeing a lot of specialists anymore. A lot of them have just been one and done when I didn't fit in the box they wanted me to fit into. So don't really know where to go from here. It's just trying to, as I say in the statement, live my best life, whatever that looks like with what my capabilities are. And that's just sort of been how things have been going recently. Not in a great mental space. Hoping going to the smaller concerts will help with that, instead of having to wait another month before I travel and get to concerts, which will help regardless. But yeah, just been kind of down. And the lack of sleep and everything with that isn't helping either. So just gonna have to see how things go. There's a lot of things I want to do around the unit that I just haven't been able to do because I'm sleeping all day. So hopefully I'll be able to be more productive. But yeah, I'm kind of at a loss as to where to go from here. And that's sort of for the first time. I've always sort of had next steps planned, but I don't really know. I don't want to go to any more doctors, even the ones I currently have. I don't want to do any more testing because all the testing I've had hasn't changed anything, really, as far as like a treatment plan is concerned. And the treatment I have gotten from it, I've really had to fight for. So I'm tired. I am tired of doing the research and giving doctors ideas and pushing for them to actually do something. So I think there might be a break in medical stuff because I just don't see a point anymore. On that note, not the great note, but on that note, I'm going to end this one here. I hope you guys are having a good day whenever it is you are seeing this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.